Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. We are continuing my most popular K-beauty product series, and today we're talking about a category that was requested by quite a few of you, the most popular K-beauty serums. But hold on, because before we get into this video, we have to have a bit of a chat. I am so shocked at the way people approach the entire category of serum these days. I remember very well when skincare serums were your treatment step. You intentionally chose a serum so that it could target a skin concern that you had. Sometimes people will ask, what's a good serum? And it's just a question that cannot be answered unless you also ask, well, what are you addressing? And let me tell you something about Western serums. If you choose the wrong one, you can end up burned, and I do mean that quite literally. But I feel like this sort of circles back around to this conversation I've had with quite a few of you of why it is that K-beauty is so popular. All 5 of the serums we're going to talk about today, you don't really have to worry about these. They're all easy to work into a routine, they're all difficult to overdo, but that said, I do think they are all different. Let's get into it. I admit that I actually can't tell you about what's sort of the #1 serum right now. I hate when this happens. It's from Goodall. I've had a lot of people ask me to try it. It's their dark spot serum, and I just can't try it because it does contain some essential oil ingredients that often don't work out for my skin. It makes it so interesting to realize that is the #1 product in Korea right now. But yes, some K-beauty products do contain essential oils. Instead, our #1 product for this video is going to be the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. This one is #1 on Yesstyle and #2 on Olive Young. The reason I'm kind of surprised to see this as #1 on Yesstyle at least is that I would say this really is a good choice for acne-prone skin types like myself, but not everybody deals with acne. And Beauty of Joseon does acknowledge that's a strength of this product. Of course, they're also calling it the Glow Serum because they say it can give your skin a healthy glow. And the idea here is that you have 60% propolis extract. That is a non-vegan product. It is from bees. That is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial, antifungal, and that kind of stuff adds up to be really good news if you also have acne-prone skin, because remember, acne is inflammation. It's often caused by bacteria, and that's why this can be such a good ingredient for our skin type, as long as you're not allergic to propolis. And remember, the reason why this kind of thing gets complicated is because propolis as an ingredient has its own very long ingredients list. Now, you know, Beauty of Joseon is one of my favorite brands, and the reason for this is because I really appreciate their transparency with the percentages of their actives. So this product contains 2% niacinamide. In a world where we have products that go up to, 20% niacinamide, that might sound really low, but that's actually a level at which we have published research. We've seen that level help to balance sebum production. That may also be good news for folks that have oily and acne-prone skin. We've also seen that level increase hydration and prevent water loss, so it's good for dry skin, it's good for damaged skin. What it may not be enough for is fighting hyperpigmentation. You know, people like to just say, oh, niacinamide, it's good for fighting hyperpigmentation, but that really happens at a specific level of at least 4 to 5%. And that's all in addition to other ingredients. We have some turmeric in here, we have some neem, we have some tea tree extract, not the oil. We even have some betaine salicylate, a derivative of salicylic acid. So in my opinion, this does come together to be a great option for people with acne-prone skin, oily skin, dry skin. Okay, so basically anybody might like this. But all that said, when people talk about wanting to see results, I do think it's important to state here that if your skin is already in a pretty good place, I do kind of feel this might not actually do all that much for you. You know, unless you need to fight inflammation, unless you need additional hydration. And I have seen a few people say that with this product, that it just didn't do enough for them, and I guess that's all to say. While it is currently the #1 bestseller on Yesstyle, I'm not surprised to hear that, and yet, I've gone through every bottle of this I've had, and I will go through this one too, because you know my skin type is a little bit difficult. I must briefly pat myself on the back for the order of this video, or maybe just the order of what's actually bestsellers, because our next product is going to level things up a bit. In case you tried the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum and felt a little meh, you might like this next one. Number 2 on Yesstyle and number 3 on Olive Young is the Axis Y Dark Spot Correcting Glow Serum. This product is made with 5% niacinamide. We love knowing the disclosure on the percentage of the active, and yes, 5% niacinamide is where we do start to see those melanin inhibiting properties. I should emphasize in the published research, one real setback in the sciences is that just because you don't have data on the 10-20% niacinamide levels doesn't mean those don't do more, and I do have to question, with these Western brands using those levels, have they seen more and they just haven't published their research? We don't know. Anyway, I'm not too surprised this is one of the best sellers because I think a lot of people share this interest in looking for products with labeled active percentages. And niacinamide, even though some of us in the skincare world are a little over that ingredient, a lot of people really like it because it is a good ingredient. For most people, nothing ever works for everybody. Now, Axis Y is also saying that this has papaya, which does contain enzyme ingredients, emollient antioxidant squalane, some rice bran, which they are saying works in conjunction with niacinamide. I do find that interesting. Rice bran is rich in vitamin B. It's interesting given that niacinamide is vitamin B3, but also some vitamin D, some vitamin E, fatty acids. But you'll notice what's going on here is that I'm talking about the ingredients in an ingredient. That's always something for you as a customer to be aware of. There is a difference between having an established percentage of an ingredient versus those ingredients in an ingredient. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I did like this product. Do note that it does have some rosemary essential oil in it. Axis Y seems to like a little bit of essential oil ingredients, but it does work for a lot of people. I have seen some people say they were a little disappointed that this didn't do more, and if that's the case, you might want to look into stronger actives for hyperpigmentation. What I would say is that this is yet another gentle K-beauty serum, this time targeting hyperpigmentation a bit more than the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. For number 3 in today's video, I have chosen number 3. Oh, it's beautiful, Alice. Thank you, Alice. My logic was, you all told me that the Hwahae app is the Reddit of Korea, so I thought, well, what if we actually also look at Reddit? Except on Tuesday, if you know, you know. And when I searched for the most popular serum on Reddit, yup, this is the one that came up, the Numbuzin Number 3 Skin Softening Serum. This is a product that claims to target texture and dryness, and it does that with 42% bifidoferment lysate, which I've talked a lot about. That is an ingredient where I would say the research is emerging at this point. We have a handful of published studies and they look pretty promising. It looks like that ingredient will be great for restoring your skin's barrier, great for dryness, and that is absolutely what I've experienced with that ingredient as well. Again, I'll mention my Manyo trial, which went really well. This product does not stop there. It also has 21% galactomyces ferment, and then we also have some niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, panthenol, a bit of goat milk extract in here, so not a vegan product. I will say I think that it does come together again to be for skin health. See, because I have acne, I also have a lot of problems with my skin barrier, and so I found that especially that bifida ingredient as well as panthenol are wonderful for helping to maintain skin health, and I do think that is the strength of this product. All that said, at the end of the day, in all truth, you know I like the Manyo more. And I don't know if it's because Manyo is using more bifida. The reality is we don't have enough research to know what the effective percentages of that ingredient would be. I just know that my skin liked that one a little more. That said, I would say this is a bit more accessible, so it is a great way to see how that ingredient, as well as the other ingredients in here, go for your skin. Speaking of Huahei, you know I also looked on Huahei, which means we're going to have a Torriden product in this video because Torriden is all over that app. And I get it, Torriden did go really well for my skin as well. The most popular serum from this brand undoubtedly is the Dive-In Serum, which is ranked as the #4 serum on the Korean Huahei app. And it's so funny because I was such a skeptic of this one initially. They are saying that it is a low molecular hyaluronic acid serum. Wow, I've never tried hyaluronic acid before, said no skincare enthusiast ever. This is a good example of why formulation matters so much. Not just what ingredients are in your product, but what do you do with them? What do you combine them with? Torriden is using 5 different forms of hyaluronic acid in this product, which they claim is to target different layers of your skin. And for me, that's kind of old news. There's a lot of products on the market that do that. The catch is, they don't stop there. It has panthenol, it has allantoin, and it has a couple of those active components of cica that may be incredible for soothing your skin. And that's always a benefit for my difficult skin. I need soothing. I need calming. And I think that is why this went so well for me. I don't just need hydration, I do need more. And even though this is calling itself a hydrating serum, because it does more, I have a sneaking suspicion I am not the only person who has tried this and said, whoa, that is actually a really good hyaluronic acid serum. I will also quickly reiterate, you all know I preferred the Balanceful serum, probably because I do have acne. So I would say this is a little more for people that are looking to soothe dryness while also getting some of those restorative benefits. Yeah, frankly, I'm actually surprised more people haven't tried this one. I'm glad it's popular on Huahei. If you are somebody who is still using a basic hyaluronic acid serum, especially one that costs a lot more, this is very much worth trying. Oh, if you're using the Barbara Sturm hyaluronic acid, well, then you probably just hate money. It's nice that there are brands that exist for people who hate having money in their bank accounts. We have one final product for today's video, and I do feel like in a lot of ways I saved the best for last. Granted, this is #4 on Olive Young, #3 on Yesstyle, and it deserves to be higher. It is again Beauty of Joseon, and it is the Revive Eye Serum. Note that this is not exclusively for your eye area. The brand says you can use this all over your face. It's just a nice added benefit to know you can also use it on your eye area. Let's take a moment to talk about why this is such a phenomenal serum, and I'm so glad the Beauty of Joseon came out with this. So they're saying that this has 10% ginseng, and I talk a lot about ginseng. Granted, I will be honest with you here that they aren't telling us a lot about the ginseng. They are mentioning those ginsenosides in passing. They're saying it has ginseng saponins, but we know that there's a lot higher of a concentration in those in aged ginseng, and aged ginseng does cost a lot more. So it's probably fresh ginseng in here, and it probably doesn't have the same level of saponins as something like suisu, but it's still a fraction of the price. What it is, though, is a product that contains 0.02% retinaldehyde. When we talk about ingredients that have lots of peer-reviewed literature backing them up, there is just nothing that I can think of that tops the charts of retinoic acid. And we talk a lot about over-the-counter retinol, but that takes 2 conversions in your skin to get to retinoic acid, whereas retinaldehyde only takes 1. So in my personal opinion, this is a product that, dare I say, is stronger than a lot of the retinol products that we have in the West. We are talking expensive retinol products. We're talking your Peter Thomas Roth, your Dr. Dennis Gross. I genuinely think this is likely to compare to the results of those, if not give you even better results. And you have seen the prices on this. I know you have. This is a very, very affordable serum. I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate the formula. It's fragrance-free. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. And my friends, that brings us to the end of this video. I've put the rest into a playlist if you'd like to check it out. And do let me know if you want to see me continue doing this. We have a few more categories left, but we're coming to the end. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.